Poor thing, though. It's we've all let one out, surprisingly, you know, inopportune moments, OK? You wouldn't want it televised, would you? You wouldn't want it to go out, you know, I mean, I know she maybe is someone who we think perhaps morally is questionable, but to actually, you know, float an air biscuit live on TV...
That wasn't an air biscuit, that was a fucking log.
Well, at the end of part 4, it's time to look at the scores. Sharon and Jonathan have 29 points. Denise and David have 20 points. Gordon and Rob have 21. Well, time for another break. I'll see you in September, which is about 2 minutes away. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2005. Let's refresh our memories about September and October. America set about dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Now, my favourite thing about Hurricane Katrina, and I know it's wrong to have a list, was the fact that it was a natural disaster, often referred to as an act of God. And after this act of God, they had a day of prayer. Day of prayer for an act of God. How exactly does that prayer go? Dear Lord, what the bloody hell was that all about? Amen. Britney Spears had a son by caesarean section, presumably to avoid the paparazzi waiting outside the front exit. The former Met Police Commissioner, Lord Stevens, claimed in his autobiography that former Home Secretary David Blunkett stabbed him in the back. In fairness, he didn't mean to. He was trying to open a letter. And on the eve of the new Wallace and Gromit movie, Aardman Animation's warehouse burnt down, causing an estimated £3 million worth of publicity. Time for a bit more quiz, I think. Yeah. This month, model Kate Moss's cocaine habit was splashed across the papers. Some companies decided to drop her from their campaigns. Name 2 of the hypocritical fashion tossers. Gordon, Rob, what are you giggling about?
Because we know one of them, but then we didn't know the other. And we thought it was quite a sweet little moment.
Denise Van Outen, you're going to have to help David Mitchell here.
I've done it. We're sorted, don't worry.
He's not all about the fashion. OK, question number 2. In a historic meeting of 150 world leaders at the United Nations, what did George Bush write on a note to Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice?
Well, how would we know that?
OK, the next question. Why was the in-flight entertainment on JetBlue Flight 292 from Los Angeles to New York not very entertaining?
Oh, I know.
Yes.
David and Denise, any ideas?
Some ideas, but no knowledge.
OK. At the press conference to announce Daniel Craig as the new James Bond, the actor's daredevil entrance on a speedboat was slightly spoiled by what accessory? Gordon Ramsay, you wouldn't make a bad Bond.
Yeah.
I think you could carry that off.
Yeah, I love Aston Martins and eating well.
Aston Martin's eating well. The ladies.
Actually, Sharon will make a great Bond villain. I don't think we've had a good villainess. Can you imagine her with a little white cat out going, yes, 8 points, Chico.
OK. Let's remind ourselves now of the sporting highlight of the year.
Fantastic bit of fielding. Crikey, O'Reilly. In the air. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, no, he's got it. Oh, what a catch. Oh, It's baseball. And that's it. Victory.
OK, well, to ask the question, here's Ash's hero, Kevin Peterson.
Hi, I'm Kevin Peterson. What did I do 14 times during the Ashes?
David, you look confident in this.
He's very confident.
I might know.
Are you a cricket fan, David?
I did watch the Ashes.
See, we don't know much about it, and so far, what we've both suggested is, first of all, Sharon said fell over, right? Then he said hit the ball. 14 times, he hit the ball 14 times. Are we close?
He certainly hit the ball 14 times.
That wouldn't be the answer.
Possibly more. I'll give you a clue. It's to do with goals.
Goals.
He scored 14 hat-tricks.
It's not. There's no such thing as a goal in cricket.
Oh.
Except in general, in your career in cricket, you might have a goal.
A goal to
Such
win.
as
To win.
play for your country.
Yes.
You know.
OK, next question. Which well-loved character was introduced this year in Arab-speaking countries as Omar Shamshun? He's probably the most well-loved comedy character. There you go.
Comedy character.
There's your clue.
We're guessing this.
Right, OK, on to the answers. Question number 1. Kate Moss, the waif-like supermodel and girlfriend of Pete Doherty, was caught taking cocaine. It's always the ones you least expect, isn't it? I asked you which companies dropped her. What have you got?
We've got Rimmel, which I believe is actually Rimmel, but they say it posh these days, Rimmel. We've got Chanel, we've got Burberry, and we've got H&M. We think it was all of them. We think we gave you a very complete answer there, Carl.
OK.
We only had to give 2.
You said 2.
I said 2, yeah.
You've got Chanel and H&M.
Well, I can't fault you. That's absolutely right.
Yep.
You've got Burberry and
We've got
H&M.
Burberry and H. It's actually H. H&M.
Okay,
I don't mean it in your company. I mean, it's understandable. But just for anybody, if there are any children watching, I'd hate them to go around thinking it's
All right,
pronounced
sheep
H.
shagger.
Never been proved.
OK, well, Sharon and Jonathan, you can definitely have a point, but Rimmel, Calvin Klein and Pirelli kept her on. Right. The rest let her go. I would have accepted any combination of Burberry, Chanel, H&M and H. Stern.
Jimmy, H. Stern.
Sorry, H. Fuck off. Did I mispronounce that?
You're better than that, Jimmy.
No, I'm not. OK. What did George Bush write to Condoleezza Rice during a meeting at the UN?
We guessed pass the Pringles, please.
OK. Denise?
I need to go to the bathroom.
That is the correct answer. And Rob and Gordon went for no one knows. Yeah, he actually wrote, I think I may need a bathroom break. Could have been worse. Could have been Georgie go pee-pee. OK. Question 3. Why was the in-flight entertainment on that JetBlue flight not very entertaining? Rob Brydon, go on.
We know because they were having to make an emergency landing and it was being shown on the local news channels, which were being shown on the in-flight entertainment, so they could watch as they made the approach for the potentially fatal landing.
That is the correct answer, but I love your answer. David and Denise, you've
They were showing an episode of Lost.
I do like Lost, but I wouldn't want to watch Lost on a plane. I don't know why, but I'd feel a bit awkward.
We put they were watching themselves in trouble, or I put they were watching 8 out of 10 cats.
That little dig has cost you a point.
Was that a dig? I don't think that was necessarily a dig.
What the answer
Don't
was.
give him a point.
You messed it up.
OK, so you guessed they're watching themselves in trouble.
Carl, what's wrong with you?
Well, I think when you put that together with the 8 out of 10 cats comment, you get nothing. Next question was, what slightly marred Daniel Craig's big 007 entrance?
Wearing a life jacket or buoyancy aid.
He's quite specific, isn't he, Gordon?
Very.
He really is. OK, Denise and David, what did you have?
We don't know, but we put he got his bow tie caught on a microphone. I was thinking if he's arriving in a speedboat, jumps out, lots of press there, one could have got caught under, he's half throttling himself, the journalist panics, there's a tussle, electric shock because of the water and the microphone. One dead actor. There you go. There are thousands more, so it's fine. But it's sad for the family. Was it that?
No.
Oh, well.
Jonathan, what did you have? The life jacket.
We put life jacket. We didn't put buoyancy device. We just put life jacket, but we're hoping that's enough.
You are absolutely right. He was wearing a life jacket when he turned up at the press conference.
What a wuss.
There has been some speculation that the Bond genre is running out of steam after the announcement of the next film's title, Tiredness Can Kill. OK. What did Kevin Peterson do 14 times during the Ashes? What have you got?
We put he scored 14 goals. We followed David's advice. We thought first of all he was teasing us, then we realised he was probably double bluffing us. We've gone with it. We think we're right. He scored 14 goals.
Yes.
Sharon, John, is that seriously your answer?
Yes.
Well, we won, and 14 goals sounds like the kind of number of goals you need to win the Ashes.
How many goals do you think they scored overall in the Ashes?
About 20, maybe, altogether, both teams. Combined, possibly.
I would
How many
go
players,
along with
Sharon?
that.
Special
Yes.
question, just for you. How many players on a cricket team?
Oh, how many bananas on a tree, darling?
Yes, you're right, it changes. David and Denise?
David answered
Was
this
it
one.
hit a 6? Did he hit at 14 sixes? Or maybe hit more.
That is the correct answer. Gordon, you...
Yep, 14 sixes.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's go to Kevin Peterson to hear his version of events.
I hit 14 sixes.
Cleared that up then.
He really makes an anecdote out of it, doesn't he? Settle around the fireside and let me tell you.
Am I the only one who can't wait to see him on Parky?
Are you saying he's not coming on your show?
Fucking right he's not.
OK. I asked you who was known as Omar Shamshun in Arab-speaking countries. Gordon Ramsay, what did you put?
I thought of Harry Potter, but then Rob said no, Charlie Chaplin.
Because you said it was a comedy character.
Well, I know the Arab world are behind, but I think Chaplin must have hit the Arab world before now.
Sharon and Jonathan are laughing uproariously at their wrong answer. What did you guys put?
We guessed, OK, but I think we've got to be... I'm sure we're in with a good chance. We put Mr Bean.
You put Mr Bean and Denise and David?
We've got Homer Simpson.
You're right. Yes. Oh. Yeah, so the answer is Homer Simpson is going to be known as Omar Shamshun in the Arab version of The Simpsons. The other difference is Marge gets stoned to death at the end of every episode.